G'day guys, welcome to my channel. If you like extract brewing, I have a Cooper's Mexican Cerveza brew extract that I'm about to do, and I'm taste testing a local craft beer that's quite interesting, lychee infused beer. Basically it's kind of a beer, but it's quite nice, so stick around. G'day guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to review a beer from Beaumont. It's an Australian company, would you believe, with the name. I'm pretty sure it's an Australian company. It's Salil lychee infused beer. Bloody nice. So I thought I'd taste it in front of you and see what you think. See if you like it. It's a local beer at least. It's a craft beer from these guys from Beaumont. I think that's how you pronounce it. So yeah. Pretty impressive, a bit sweet, but it's a real good resting summer beer, craft. So as you can see on my video just before we started, I poured a nice little glass of it. You can see it's nice and clear and nice and fizzy. It's almost like a soft drink, but with a little bit of alcohol, 4%. Very beer smell to it, as well as fruity smelling, a fruity smell, as well as a fruity smell. Very sweet, a bit of a citrusy flavour to it, hang on, it's not bad, it tastes alright, I like it. I mean, you wouldn't drink 10 of these, you just drink 1 or 2, just enjoy it in the summer breeze, summer weather really. It's got almost a honey flavour to it. Oh, it smells really nice. It's a really nice beer. So if you're interested, I thought I'd show you because I really enjoyed that beer. Gave it to my wife, she thought it was pretty good. Yeah, so enjoy the video. I haven't been around for a while. I've been away. I went to Malta, I went to Italy and Holland. Check the place out, it's quite beautiful. Malta was absolutely awesome. I have a variety channel I do on YouTube. I'll put a link down below so you can have a look at it. That one will show you what I've been up to, where I've been. And I spent some time in Italy, went to Rome and Venice. I also went to Holland, spent some time in Amsterdam, went and saw the old Heineken brew factory. Yeah, it was quite good. In this time, I've had a family member pass away, which is our little pet dog. She's gone, so I'll dedicate this video to her. And yeah, it's been quite a busy 8 weeks. So I'm back. I am purchasing a Grainfather system, so I'm going to be doing all grain brew in the future, and it's going to be a bit more enhanced. I'll have a bit more going on, and yeah. So if you like this channel, stick around. There's more to come, and we're going to have a bit more fun. G'day guys, welcome to my channel. I've been away for a while. It's been about 8 weeks since I've done the last brew video. I've uploaded a couple from the holiday I had over in Europe, which is absolutely brilliant. I recommend it to anybody to go over to at least Holland and check the place out. It's beautiful. Went to Malta, which is somewhere I'm going to go back. It was an eye-opener. Absolutely beautiful place to be. The people there know that it's a tourism area, and they work hard to try and make that work. So it's a really good place to visit. I uploaded a few videos on my variety channel, which if you're interested, have a look at it. I'll put a link down below. And yeah, I had a great time. Had a few things happen to me. I haven't been able to do videos because I've been so busy with life and anything in general. So, you know, it just happens like that. So yeah, hope you enjoy. I'm going to do my first brew. In a few weeks' time I'm buying a grain father, so I'm getting that all set up soon to do some videos, and then that'll be very interesting. It's all going to be all grain brews, which will be interesting. I've done one or two and they've always been a great flavour, probably better flavour than the old extracts, but the extracts work. And they're quick and they're cheap. But for a hobby, all grain brews are probably the way to go. Just more fun, more of an achievement. You can add flavours that you want. You can change the grains that you can put in there, and all the enhancements you can put in it to make it taste the way you like it. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing a lot more videos in that area. So if you're interested, stick around. Today I'm doing a Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. That came from Woolworths, would you believe? I went to Woolworths in our town here in Traralgon, and I saw it there on the shelf. It was $6.30. How could I turn that down? So I grabbed it, and I thought, wow, that's so cheap. So anyway, I thought, oh, I'll do a bit of an experiment. I'll do that, pop a bit of Brew Enhancer 2 in, and like a few hops that I know worked with a Stone and Wood IPA that I did a few months back. It's a Stone and Wood Pacific IPA that I got from the Firkin Cellars in Morwell. It's a kit that they had set up for it, so it was really good to have that. And these hops were they were dry hopped after about 4 days, which is what I'll do again. The flavours that came out of them from doing that was just beautiful, so that's what I'll be doing. So there's 12 grams of, it actually is 24 grams of Galaxy hops that I'll be putting in, and about 12 grams of Cascade. So the first thing I'm going to do today with this brew is rip off the yeast, take the yeast off the can, grab the old can here, which is, if you can see that, I'll just pop that on the video. This one here is a extract that we're going to do. Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. Cerveza. Oh God, someone help me. With these guys, they're pretty easy. Just peel the label off. Fill your sink up with steamy hot water. Peel the old label off. This is a little tag here on the side. You give that a bit of a rip it out. You kind of do maybe get this label off. So we just peel it off. As you can see, when you peel it off, you'll see the whole of the instructions in the base of it with a little link to a tag here, just to give you an idea on how to do it through Cooper's. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Not focusing. That's it. So if you see that little tag, that helps out for what they say is scan this code. Yeah, to easily brew beer. So if you scan that code, it'll take you to their website, and that code will actually tell you how to brew the beer. So we'll grab the can, chuck it in our hot water. As you can see, it's fill it up over the top of the can. We'll leave it there for 15 minutes while I'm getting everything else set up, and we'll keep going from there. Okay, I'm going to grab my little old pot. It's probably about 2 litres worth. I can use that. Boil some water up to 2 litres of water, so hot water. At the moment, the water temperature here is about 20 degrees Celsius, so I'll pretty much be right, I think, with the 23 litres I'm going to make. I'll get my extract out when it's nice and soft, open her up, pour it into the thing, and hey presto, it'll all work. So we'll do it now, shall we? So this pot's big enough for the job. So all I have to do is fill this up with 2 litres of water, bring it to the boil on the old stove here. Add in the extract once it's boiled, and put the Brew Enhancer in as well. Stir it all up until the Brew Enhancer dissolves. Then I'll fill my fermentosaurus up with about, well, it'll be 2 litres, so it'll be about 20 litres of water. Then I'll pour my extract into Fermentosaurus, so it doesn't melt the Fermentosaurus. The Fermentosaurus is clean and sanitized as well. I've just done all that. And then check the temperature, make sure it's about 20 degrees. Whack in the old yeast. They say just pour the yeast in. I've had issues before pouring this in and it hasn't worked, but that could be my doing because I was doing a lager. No, it wasn't. I was doing an ale, and I don't know much about ales, but I am learning. With ales, it can take up to 3 days at the temperature it sits at to even start taking. So I didn't let that sit long enough, and it would have just taken. That was my Dutch lager that failed, which is my failure really. So I'll just pour it in like usual, set it off, and we'll come back to it. So I grabbed my little measuring jug. This one's it's got a measurement here somewhere. It's a 600ml jug. Look, 4 of those be enough for what I'm going to do. So I'll just fill it up with water. Now I'm using cold water. In my upbringing, I was always taught that if you use the hot water from the hot water service, they copper lined, so the copper gets in the hot water when it boils. So I've always been weary of that. I'm not sure that it's an issue nowadays. So but I've never come to the point where I could chance that. If the flavour of the copper goes into the water, will it change the flavour of the beer? Will it harm you? I don't know. But if anybody can tell me if the new or modern boilers have problems with using hot water straight from the tap, let me know. Crank up the heat. Now popping the lid on really does help heat it up quicker. Did you hear that? So guys, looks like it's boiled. So I'll go and open up my big old fella here and put it in. So I'll turn the flame off. Basically, once you've boiled it, it doesn't matter, it's boiled. But turn the flame off now. That'll cool it down just enough that I can extract my... Cooled off enough now so I can actually add my extract in. I'm going to open the can upside down. The problem with some of these cans, if you get the yeast on it, and the yeast is actually stuck to it with a little bit of glue. And I use an electric can opener to save my wrists, fingers, whatever, but it will stick on that little bit of glue. If you can see the glue that I've got, that I'm talking about there, you'll know what I mean. So I'll just turn her upside down, open it from the bottom. Doesn't really matter, as long as it pours out. Okay, got the whole thing open. It smells absolutely brilliant, like usual. Got a bit of a sharpish on the nose smell. It's a nice looking little extract. So I'm about to pour it in. We'll see how we go, eh? So I'll pop the lid. There's the old extract and start pouring her in. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Pouring nice and fast too, so it's nice and warm. Got my my spoon here. I'll just quickly dip it in a bit of water just to get it lubed beforehand. Try and get all that extract out. So what I should have done, I just thought of it then, is grabbed my Brew Enhancer, put that in first and dissolved it. But I don't know if it makes a difference, but I'll try and make that work and pour a bit of water in here. Now, careful, this is hot water. Yeah, very hot water. It will make the can very hot when you do this. Just as a precautionary measure, I just want to tell you that if you're not familiar. That rinsed out a lot more of it. I'm not really worried about getting it all out. I'm not so fussed about it. Mainly because I'm This is just a quick one. It's a cheap extract I got from Woolworths, which is brilliant to my liking. But yeah, so I thought I'd go through it like that. So it's dissolved the extract a little bit. Get a bit more dissolving in there. If you can see, it's still a bit sticky and tacky and claggy. So we'll get that all dissolved before I put the enhancer in. Right, that looks like it's dissolved nicely, so I'll get the enhancer, open her up. It's always easy, good fun, it always smells nice. Bit of Cooper's Enhancer 2, Brew Enhancer 2. We have a pair of scissors. Just to crack the bag open so we can pour it. And this stuff is very fine, it's a fine powder. If you pour it over steam, it actually solidifies around the edges. You do kind of lose a bit, but not enough to make it a big problem. Now the good thing about it is it dissolves very well, so you won't get lumps and clumps. It will just dissolve nicely into the brew. So as long as you stir it. Get it in there. A bit of stirring will help. You just got to get it around. I'll just put the boiler back on. Now that the extract is dissolved, I can just boil it back up. Stir it until all this is dissolved as well. The little clumps here that I didn't think would happen, but they did. Hasn't happened in the past, so I might have just let it cool down too much, and that's why I think. I'm sure someone out there will tell me I did it wrong. I don't care really. I learn from that, and that's the best way to learn from your mistakes. So anybody who's out there starting up, wanting to do a brew, this is probably the easiest brew you could do. Whacking in 2 litres of water, boiling her up, dissolve your extract, dissolve your enhancer. Basically pour it into a fermenter after it's dissolved nicely and boiled up. And then fill it up to about 23 litres. Make sure the temperature gets to about 20 degrees, 21 degrees Celsius. And whack in your yeast, seal her up, wait for 10 days or so, depending on the temperature and the weather. Once you get to a point where you think it's ready to bottle or keg, once you get to about 7 days, maybe 10 days, test it with your gravity reader. See if what the gravity is at 10 days or 7 days, depending on how quickly you want it to get done. If it stopped, it feels like it stopped, just give it a test. If it says, let's say 1.01 or 1.010, leave it for another day, test it again. If it still says 1.010, it's pretty much ready to keg or bottle. Alright guys, this is all well and truly dissolved. You can see it's really clear now, it's lost its cloudiness. It's up to the boil now, getting nicely done. It's going to overflow, a bit of careful there, it's really foaming up. So yeah, so it's ready to go into my Fermentosaurus, which has still got sanitizer in. So what I'll do is I'll put the lid back on that, just so keep it clean. And we'll go to the Fermentosaurus now and I'll empty it out and get it all ready. Basically, this is no rinse sanitizer, so it's going to get it nice and keep it nice and clean internally. So that's all cleaned out, ready to go. We're going to fill her up now with about 20 litres of water. Pour in the 2 or so litres of hot water I have, or hot wort now I have, and mix it all up, get some aeration in it. And then check the temperature and see what kind of temperature it's at and pitch my yeast. Now we're just using just fresh tap water. Tap water comes from a local reservoir. They put chemicals in it to kill any bacteria. So coming out of your tap, there's no bacteria in it. The only problem with it does have chlorine. And of course chlorine can add flavours to your beer. But in this aspect, I'm going to only make it a quick beer. To me it doesn't matter. I don't need to be that precise with this one, only because I don't want to. So I'm just going to crank her up, fill my fermentosaurus up and go from there. What I'm doing now is I'm aerating it. Just letting a bit of oxygen into the wort, which has had a fair bit anyway because of the tap work anyway. The tap aerates it. Okay guys, we are down to a reasonable pitching temperature. We have the brewer's yeast by Cooper's. We're going to pop it in there. Leave it on, just basically tighten her up, get the old airlock. Now guys, I normally put a bit of sanitizer in this, but today I'm going to put whiskey. It's a natural filter because it's got alcohol right through it, and it's going to filter out all the bacteria that may go in there later on. So whiskey it is. You know, it makes me wonder, will the rye add a flavour to this brew? I'll let you know. So there you go. Popped a bit of whiskey in there. Nice little smell of whiskey. I don't mind a whiskey. Whack that in there. And when it bubbles, we'll have the smell of whiskey bubbling through the place. Thanks for watching guys. We'll see you again next time.